Okay, it's
Okay,
almost there. Yep. Okay, go ahead.
good morning, everyone, and welcome. I am Senator Jeb Bradley, Chair of the Senate Rules and Enrolled Bills Committee. Today, we are having a regular meeting of the Senate Rules and Enrolled Bills Committee for the purpose of reviewing the consolidation of bills by the Select Committee, as well as potential late filings of bills. Before we get started, I will read through a checklist to ensure that the meeting we are holding is in compliance with the right to know law. As chair of the Senate Rules and Enrolled Bills Committee, I find that due to the state of the emergency declared by the governor as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and in accordance with the governor's emergency order number 12 pursuant to Executive Order 2020-04 and its extensions, this public body is authorized to meet electronically. Please note there is no physical location to observe and listen contemporaneously to this meeting, which was authorized pursuant to the governor's emergency order. In accordance with the emergency order, I am confirming that 1, we are providing public access to the meeting by telephone with additional access provided by video and other electronic means. We're utilizing Zoom for this electronic meeting. All members of the committee and selected legislative staff have the ability to communicate contemporaneously in this meeting through this platform, and the public has access to contemporaneously watch and or listen to the meeting on Zoom or YouTube via phone by following the directions and links provided on the General Court website. 2, we have provided public notice of the necessary information for accessing the meeting in the Senate calendar. 3, we are providing a mechanism for the public to alert the public body during the meeting if there are problems with access. If anyone has a problem, please email remote senate, all one word, remote senate at leg.state.nh.us, or you may call 603-271-6931. In the event the public is unable to access the meeting, it will be adjourned and rescheduled. Please note that all votes taken during this meeting shall be done by roll call vote. Finally, let us start the meeting this morning by taking a roll call attendance. When each member states they're present, please also state where they are and if anyone else is in the room with you during this meeting, which is required under the right to know law. So we'll start with Senator Avard.
I'm here in Nashua, New Hampshire, in my office. There are 2 people in the house, but nobody in my office. And I do have a cat and a dog that are very vocal.
Senator Daniels.
Senator Gary Daniels. I'm at my home in Milford and I am alone.
Senator Soucy.
Senator Donna Soucy. I am at my home in Manchester and I am alone.
Senator Rosenwald.
Morning, Senator Cindy Rosenwald. I'm at home in Nashua and I am alone in the room.
And Senator Carson.
Good morning. This is Senator Carson. I am at my home in Londonderry and I am currently alone with 2 dogs and a cat, so you might hear a bark or meow.
And lastly, I'm Senator Jeb Bradley and I am in Karen's house and I am alone in the room. So the purpose of this meeting was for any late bill filings. Nobody has made me aware of any senator that has a request for a late bill filing. If there are senators on the phone that have a late bill filing, please signify and raise your hand now.
I do not see any hands raised.
So let me query every member of the Rules Committee, Senator Soucy, Rosenwald, Carson, Avard, or Daniels. Has anybody approached any of you with a late bill filing?
No.
No,
All right, so I have two that I would ask the body to allow in. The first is a request of the governor's office to temporarily put some of the executive orders that he's issued over the last 10 months into statute temporarily. That's a description I've been given. Obviously, the governor's office is going to have to provide the text for that potential piece of legislation. That's the first one. The second one is a bill that I will file that deals with potential federal executive orders regarding the rights of New Hampshire citizens under the Second Amendment. And I will obviously have to get that drafted. So someone would do me the courtesy of introducing that as a motion to accept those two potential LSRs. I'd appreciate that.
Mr. Chairman, I will go ahead and make the motion to accept those two LSRs.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All right, I'll call the roll.
yeah, Senator Bradley. This is Senator Daniels. Just have one question. What would be the purpose of putting something temporarily in statute as opposed to leaving it under the state of emergency?
I think that will become hopefully more clear when we see the text from the governor's office on the LSR. I just have that, basic kind of description. I was called about this last night. So, I mean, if you wanted to reach out to, the governor's office yourself, you probably could get a better idea. But I'll read something that was sent to me by the governor's office, Senator Daniels. The goal is to codify actions and or changes to current law that are necessary to mitigate the impact of and prevent the spread of COVID-19. For the most part, these would be temporary provisions designed to address the pandemic. So similar to potentially, I guess, the executive order that the governor signed on Friday that deals with what we dealt with Senate Bill 2, and his executive order was temporary until presumably the House passes Senate Bill 2 on town meeting. So I'm assuming that's what it is, but that's the best I can tell you at this point.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, seeing no further discussion, we'll start with Senator Daniels.
Senator Daniels, yes.
Senator Avard.
Senator Avard, yes.
Senator Rosenwald.
Yes.
Senator Susie.
Yes.
Senator Carson.
Yes.
And I vote yes. So the motion to allow in two late bills carries.
Senator
am-
Bradley?
Yes, Senator Rosenwald.
Thanks. It turns out that Senator Avard and I submitted the same late bill last week. We've both been asked by the same person in Nashua to file it without knowing that the other person was filing it. Is there any reason we should move forward with two bills, or should we just have one?
What I
and
would suggest
co-sponsor it?
to both Senator Avard and Rosenwald is, work that out between the two of you. I don't think two bills are necessary. But, rather than us give you any guidance more than just work it out between the two of you, I think that would work.
Be happy to have you as a co-sponsor.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think the person is your constituent. So I'm perfectly happy to tell OLS not to move forward on mine, and I'll just sign on to Senator Avard.
I appreciate that, and it'll be a good win for Nashua. We could use that.
Excuse me. That's a sneeze.
Bless you. Senator Bradley, two quick questions. One, what's the time frame on those two late bills? When can-
So yes, thank you very much, Senator Susie. Per what we discussed last week, the way we left the bills last week is that they had to be submitted, the language to OLS by Friday with a sign off this Friday. So it would be expected that, since they're both going to be my bills, they would have to go to OLS by this Friday, which I believe is January 29th, and then signed off by the following Friday, which is
February 5th.
4th or 5th of February, I think.
And then the second question, if I may, we had said this would be the last opportunity absent some emergency. This is the last opportunity for new legislation. Is that correct?
I think that, Senator Susie, that's something that we would hope for, but obviously if something comes up and that,
Right.
I know that we are having a discussion tomorrow. The Rules Committee, it doesn't matter who's been leading the Senate, has always, allowed senators, regardless of affiliation, to file late bills. But we're getting to a point that the workload is going to be crushing, as you know. So
And the deadlines are coming up as well.
exactly. So I would hope that if there are, further bills, that the way to accommodate that would be through amendments with public hearings. And I think I'm seeing you nodding, so I'm assuming you're in agreement with that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, this is something that, we're going to have to work together on to make sure that we can be as fair as possible.
Thank you.
All right, while Gary was asking me the question, I went through the attendee list. Unless I'm blind, I'm not seeing another senator on the attendee list, and nobody has raised their hand.
Correct.
So I think we're good to go.
Mhm.
So going once,
Adjourn?
if there's somebody, a senator who has a late bill, now's the time to raise your hand.
I do not see any hands, Senator.
Okay, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Second,
Third.
So it's, the motion to adjourn was moved by Senator Daniels and seconded by Senator Rosenwald. I'll call the roll again, starting with Senator Rosenwald,
Yes.
Senator Susie,
Yes.
Senator Carson,
yes.
Senator Avard,
Yes.
Senator Daniels,
Yes.
and I vote yes. So the meeting of the Rules Committee is adjourned. Thank you, Trish. As
Okay,
always,
Thank you.
a great job.
Thank you.
Can't say that enough, how well you guys are managing the Zoom calls. It's actually, for a technophobe like me, it's kind of remarkable.
Good. I'm glad it looks that way.
All right, take care, everyone.
Thank
Thanks.
you.